Alright guys, we're here at Tom for the Motorsports Shop, and it's a pretty busy day. We're on the final days left for first quarter, and Kraken right here is ready to be loaded up. We just have a few more things on Jester to do. And then you look over here, is the OG Jester, and then Kraken from last year. We are stripping it down to make everything new and make it a nice truck again. And yeah, it's going to be a busy day. We got a lot of stuff going on. And yeah, just tune in and we're hopefully going to be loading up today and finally get out of the shop.
Hey guys, well, this is, as some of you know, is the original Jester chassis. This chassis was purchased from PEI back in 2013. So coming up on almost 10 years old for this chassis. And it's been through a lot. I drove it for 4 or 5 years when we started, and we debuted the truck in 2015 in Miami with Monster Jam. And we drove it 5 years, 6 years before Nick took it over, and we made it Kraken. So this chassis has seen a lot, been a lot. You know, I put it through its paces. Nick put it through its paces. There's a lot of upgrades and changes we've done. There's a lot more that still need to be done to it. So we're gonna kind of completely tear this thing down. As you can see, we've already started. The guys did a good job of getting it all taken apart, banged it out in basically a day. Maybe a day and a half to where it's at now. We got about another half a day's worth of work to get it done, but you know, this is the original chassis. Nobody wants to get rid of it. Everybody says they want us to keep it. So there's a lot of upgrades, a lot of things that need to be fixed, shock towers and different things that need to be modified and corrected. So we're going to go through and we're going to do it. So this chassis has been through a lot, and you know, it needs a complete overhaul. This chassis, the last time I had a complete overhaul of everything torn apart and redone for a first quarter was in 2020, Laura. So we did it for 2019 for the 2020 season. Then everything got crazy, everybody knows. So in 2021, we weren't going to be running the truck that much, and we were basically we were going to do it over the period of several months. And then we got a lot of phone calls, and we actually had the busiest year we ever had in 2021. Did 130 some odd shows, 47 weekends. So this truck never got the rebuild. Then last year, this truck was supposed to sit out first quarter, and we were going to debut the new chassis with the new with Jester, and then Nick was going to take my chassis, but that had some things that set us back, so we ended up having to run this chassis again in 2022 for the 22 season. So it literally went 3 years without having a complete rebuild. So there is no way that we're going to send this out again, because we want our stuff to look clean as much as we can, and this truck has been as clean as we can get it, but she's not what it needs to be. And we have 2 gorgeous trucks going out. The brand new chassis, our third chassis, is going to be Jester this year with the red. The guys left out this morning for Oakland, and Nick's got Kraken and my second chassis, my old chassis, and then we're going to get this rebuilt because no one wants to get rid of it. Everybody has a lot of nostalgia. This is our first chassis. We're going to take it off, have it sent off, get some work done to it so that we can get it 100%, and it's going to look just as good and the same as the other chassis that we have. We're hoping to do that within the first couple months of this year because we got a busy 2023, and we want to get this back to 100%. But hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll try and keep you up to date on the progress through our YouTube channel. So check us out on Tom Fuller Motorsports on YouTube. We'll try and keep updated as to the progress of this, and we hope to see you soon.
2013, we were going to dinner with our friends TJ and Melissa, and this guy here said, "Hey, let's build a monster truck." And I said some choice words. Didn't think it would come true, but
well, we talked about building
6 months later, here we are. In 2013, we had this, and we really didn't know what we were doing at all. Not one little bit.
And we still don't know what we're doing.
It's the Hot Mess Express going on. But this does have somewhat of a sentimental value to all of us. A little bit more for me and Nick. I think more, it's easier for other people to kind of like, oh, let's just get rid of it. But for me and Nick, it's kind of sentimental because we spent a lot of time building this truck in 2013 for the 2015 season debut. She has a lot of little quirks that not another truck that we have has. So over time, we've learned
good quirks.
Yeah, there's some. It's a good piece. If I had to drive,
well, you drove this truck.
I did drive this truck.
The first and only time Mama Jester has ever driven a monster truck was this chassis.
The only and last one, unless, you know, I could drive it and piddle around with a certain body. But it has, you know, there's little tiny quirks in this chassis that we've learned over time that whenever something goes wrong, I know exactly where to go.
You have a lot of man hours.
A lot of man hours.
So do I on this chassis.
I crewed for you. I crewed for Nick on this. You know, it's kind of bittersweet, but it does need a lot of work, a lot of tender, loving care, and so she's gonna get what she needs so she can get back out there.
You're not sad, are you?
I'm a little sad.
You're sad?
Yeah, I'm sad, but it needs it. It cannot go out anymore if it's going to be competitive. It's got to get fixed.
Well, it was competitive. This chassis has been great. This is an awesome chassis.
It just can't last. It's gonna need work so that way it can maintain its longevity if it's going to be out and be competitive. It just needs a lot of work.
So then what do we do? Then we just, we
cut a little here, cut a little there, a little here, a little there. Weld,
right.
Cut a little here. It's, you know, it's probably dumb to keep her in because it's a lot of work, but none of the other trucks act like this one, so it's alive.
All right. Well, we got to sign off, so. The original Jester chassis. Looking rough.
Jester 1.0, Kraken 1.0.
Right. Looking rough, but we're going to get it back to 100% and then some. All right.
Mama Jester.
Okay.